Esther 3:3. Then the king's servants who were at the king's gate said to Mordecai, "Why do you transgress the king's command?" Okay, he wasn't transgressing the king. Haman wasn't the king. Haman. Fact is, we don't answer to this world. We're supposed to be in line with this world because there's authority, but we answer to the Lord first. Mordecai was answering to the Lord first, not to Haman, not to the king. While we're supposed to stay in line with the authorities of this world, we answer to the Lord first. Okay, Daniel 5:8-9. All the king's wise men came, but none could read the writing or tell its meaning. So these wise men, these seers, sometimes is known as their prophets. They're his counselors. They serve many duties. Could not understand the meaning of the writing. That's because with worldly wisdom, oftentimes we're not going to understand things of God. It takes godly wisdom to understand these things. They didn't seek out God. It was a message from God, not a message of this world, but a message from God. And because they didn't seek God, they didn't look to God, they didn't believe God, they weren't going to get this message. Verse 9. King Belshazzar became very frightened, and his face grew even more pale. His nobles were likewise terrified and confused. When we don't understand the message of God, oftentimes it's a scary event. We see in Scripture how angels come before men, how God manifests himself before men. And the immediate response is fear. Although oftentimes the message is good news. This message was not good news. Because they weren't gods. They weren't God's people. They thought themselves as higher authority. And because of that, they didn't actually listen or follow his guide. So the message of the gospel, for those who don't have him, is a message of something to be feared about. For us who follow after him, it's a message of peace, message of hope.